Would you come with me if I showed up at your front door and asked you, wait for it, and asked you to walk with me for 2 hours in one direction? Or better yet, for 3 days to the nearest town or state line. Just to do it. Just to see what you might experience along the way. Day 3 of my Cross America walk. I still remember the anxiety that started to surface as this would be the first night. I had nowhere to stay. The rain was pouring, it was cold, it was dark outside, and I was just going to pitch my tent in a small park just down the road. As I continued walking, there was a woman running through the woods, waving with one hand and shielding rain with the other. This was really strange. As I got closer, I was comforted by her warm smile. She simply wanted to know what we were doing and asked if she could walk with us for a bit. In less than 10 minutes, she offered to host my dog and me. Haley lived on her own, and in a matter of moments, we were on her couch, surrounded by her pets and sharing a meal together. We talked about our past and our pain and our hope for what's next. This was so strange, and yet something about it was so right. Hours went by, and a true evolution of trust and storytelling filled the air. I loved this woman, not romantically, but something else, something deeper. The next morning we shared breakfast, and I was on my way, and I'll never forget looking back and saying farewell to my true first trail angel, now forever friend. In 2010, my dog and I left the Delaware coast and walked for 3,030 miles west for 8.5 months across 14 states and landed in San Francisco, California in November of 2010. I destroyed 8 pairs of shoes, and I walked along small roads, railroad tracks, small highways, rivers, creeks, lakes. I walked over mountain ranges and through canyons, through valleys and deserts. I ate strange foods and climbed hay bales. I walked with kids and with beautifully imperfect people. I talked to thousands of students, and I took naps in tunnels. And I allowed myself to become completely free in the open, high desert of Utah and Nevada. I raised awareness for an organization called Kiva.org that helps individuals, groups, and families support small business through microloans. I conducted over 100 interviews with local and national press, and I generated just over $500,000 in loans to entrepreneurs all over the world. I was gone for 242 days, and I stayed with over 120 strangers, all beautifully different. No matter race, income level, political affiliation, religious belief, orientation, they all became trusted friends. The 3-mile-per-hour pace, in and of itself, transformed me and truly taught me what it's like to walk to connect. It's as if something had awoken from a long sleep. Think about it. From our earliest years, one of our greatest achievements was the day that we stood up for the first time and took our first steps learning how to walk, boldly exploring the landscape of our kitchens and our playpens and our front yards. Quickly, over time, we've covered and clouded this freedom with a series of interiors, one to the next. Our cars to work, our cars to school, our cars home, our cars shopping, our cars. What happened? In such a short amount of time, the mode in which we are built to travel became 50 to 70 miles per hour. Our minds are not engineered to process thoughts this way. Our sense of place and awareness isn't equipped to daily bypass the spaces between our schools and our homes, between our homes and our workplaces. How can we truly advocate for better health, safer neighborhoods, and thriving ecosystems when the way we understand them daily gets filtered by speeds that defy our own design? I'm not here to preach an anti-car campaign. I love the long road trip just like anybody else. That said, many of us exist in the madness without blinking an eye, without questioning, without being concerned. How often, if ever, do we consider the role our transportation habits have on our nationally inclining levels of obesity and depression? So, how do we take walking, how do we take this theme of 3 mile per hour pace and shift it a little bit, reframe it? Today's auto-centric culture has done its fair share in convincing us that walking is weak, that walking is less than, that walking is below progress, that it's slow, that it's just not efficient, and that it's not safe. Most of the world travels this way. Why did we dismiss it so quickly? Local advocacy in building everyday streets for the people is essential to start seeing and living this change. Improving our crosswalks with murals and colorful paint. Implementing wayfinding signs that showcase distances to and from in minutes. Investing in safe and creative public restrooms for people that are traveling on foot. Not investing in lanes on our congested roadways, but instead putting those dollars towards other transportation choices so we're not always in our cars. Consider drawing a circle or a radius, a 1 or 2 mile circle or radius around your home, workplace, or school. 1 mile is roughly 15 to 20 minutes of walking. Make a commitment to not drive anywhere within that circle. My hope for you and for us, more than anything, is that sometime soon you take that 2-hour walk in one direction. Take a friend, take family, take a map. If there's no sidewalk, then jump on the left side of the road and walk against traffic, far to the left, get as far left as you can. Wear something bright so people can see you. And most of all, trust and be open to the unknown and to the spontaneous. I'm going to read you one of my last journal entries from my Cross America walk. Thousands of miles and faces, hundreds of towns, rivers, signs, shops, and roads later, I'm only weeks away from the white sands of San Francisco, California. I'm healthier than I've ever been. My mind is sharp and patient. My heart is free and understanding. My body is flexible and agile. My trust in people seems unbreakable. My trust in the goodness of nature and in a personal God has never been deeper. I'm truly alive. It's as if there's nothing I can't accomplish. So join me. Young leaders, join me. Let's enjoy what we've been given. And let's dare to better understand ourselves, those who are different, and our surroundings, while traveling at a pace we were designed to. Thank you.